It is week 8 of PFR Scoreboard on Lakeshore Public Television. Tonight, another unpredictable night of high school football. Some conference championships clinched tonight for some local teams. We'll get you updated on those.
And we still have a couple undefeated teams in the region.
One surviving and the other getting the job done.
That's
no
right.
problem. All right, all that and more coming up next on PFR Scoreboard.
Is your throat still sore?
Yes.
We're almost there.
When you need a doctor, urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital. We have a network of physicians on site, located at 9301 Connecticut Drive in Crown Point. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital.
Who is the dark afraid of? His name is Tim. When you report a power outage, Tim and linemen like him respond to the call. Text OUT to 444-111 to report an outage. With your cell phone, when the power's out, power is still in your hands. A Flex Equity line from Tech Credit Union gives you convenient access to cash whenever you need it. This home equity loan features a low introductory rate and no closing costs. Tech Credit Union is an equal housing lender and is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Learn more at techcu.org or call Tech Credit Union at 800-276-TECH.
Programming on Lakeshore Public Television is provided by Strack and Van Til Food Market. Custom decorated cakes, breads, and baked goods right from the oven. Domestic meats and artisan cheeses in every store. 7 days a week, fresh is more than just a word. Strack and Van Til, built around you.
PFR Scoreboard on Lakeshore Public Television. Let's get rolling. Two teams that needed a victory tonight, looking to get the ship steered in the right direction. Lake Central and Maryville. Pirates trying to overcome a loss of their quarterback, but also a struggling defense a little bit as well as they take on LC.
And LC finally has all of their players back. Giles is back. Austin Atkins is back. And they've got a running back that I was there tonight, and I really thought this young man, Josh Williams, really adds something to their backfield.
All right, let's check out some of the highlights. Maryville and Lake Central get things started on the highlight reel. Pirates, Wayne, looking to get the offense going without Cameron Wright. Poindexter was running the ball effectively at times, but it allowed Lake Central to key on him.
Yeah, and Jackson had a couple of nice passes, kept the ball a couple of times on a run. This is a nice run by him. But Lake Central's defense was really pretty stout.
We saw Jeremy Munoz with a tackle earlier.
This is Bundelow. He's the third, highest ranked passer in the area. He has like something 900 and some yards, and he's got great receivers. The first one we saw there was Benson. And here he is, Williams, right there, the Jordan Howard of the Lake Central team.
Oh, looks a little bit like Kane Vesey as well.
That's right.
Bigger, stronger running back, which when the weather gets bad here in the next few weeks, those will be important.
Nice defensive stop there.
Tyler Frank, I think on the nice tackle.
And there's Atkins right there, a nice reception, nice pass.
There's a nice run by the Pirates.
This is Irvin Poindexter, and he does a really good job.
Little quarterback draw action.
Right. Jackson again, action Jackson.
Cameron Wright didn't look to run that much, so that might be a little bit of a dimension they get from a backup quarterback. There's a nice fumble recovery for LC.
And that's what Maryville's problem was tonight. They put the ball on the ground twice, they had an interception, and Lake Central was able to take advantage of that. Kirkland is back for Maryville.
LC's defense looking very good in these highlights, though.
Yep, there's
pick.
a nice pick right there.
Dan Diaz on the pick for LC. Turnover is such a factor in all high school football games. That was Cole Rainwater who hit a field goal. LC back home for a senior night next Friday night in Maryville at Chesterton to round out the regular season. Valpo still had a shot at a partial share of the DAC going into the night. They were home hosting Portage.
And, you know, I kind of wondered if this could be a trap game for Valpo. You know, they were looking at what was happening at LaPorte, Michigan City, and maybe worried about that.
And
but
I believe it was the dreaded homecoming tonight,
Yes,
Wayne, which
that's
from a
right.
coach's aspect is not a good week of the football season
No.
to keep your team focused on the game.
Yeah, and Portage really showed me something tonight. I really thought that, you know, they beat some teams lately, but they haven't beaten the Valpos, the LaPortes and stuff. And
Well, they beat Lowell.
yes,
They
yes,
beat Crown Point. They had a final drive to beat Maryville when
That's
Maryville
right.
had their starting quarterback in.
And now they got a late victory over Valpo. They were down,
Yeah.
and they came and did a nice job of scoring.
Let's go to the highlights, shall we? Let's go to Viking Field, Portage, and Valpo. You know, homecoming takes a bad rap, Wayne.
Yep.
When you just when you're not ready to play the football game, you can't blame it all on that dance.
No,
can you?
no, not at all. You either come to play or you don't.
Jake LeFew carrying it deep inside.
Here's a nice, very nice kickoff return right here for Portage.
Jamie Roman with a nice return. There's Anthony Maseo with the handoff. Here he comes, dancing outside. Beautiful pitch. Adrian Melendez, Wayne.
Yes, he had a heck of a night.
He was huge tonight. Actually had the game-winning touchdown run. A little bit of a surprise. Valpo's offense got contained a little bit tonight. Their defense wasn't horrible by any stretch, but this was a big game for Portage to get a win on the road.
That's right. And here's a nice job. You know, again, it's just gang tackling there by Portage to stop, I believe that was Jones.
Portage took some bad penalties in this game too, which, looked like they might hurt them, but they were able to overcome some bad penalties. Sean Miller on the pick there, number 22. Harris on the catch, number 13. Here's your guy, Greg Lichtenbacher.
Right there. Nice defensive tackle there.
Jake LeFew. They have found some other targets. Lichtenbacher there.
But just look how, Portage's defense just swarmed the ball tonight.
Yeah. Portage just has weapons. When
Yes,
your
they
quarterback can run,
Right.
when you have other weapons, and Adrian Melendez came up big tonight for them. That's their offense is diversified. They believe they could win now. They've won games late in the ball game in the fourth quarter. I think from a confidence standpoint, they got a great kicker
Yes, he's
in
back.
Josh Gonzalez,
Right.
41-yard field goal. And then Melendez's 50-yard touchdown run late got Portage the win.
Right. 24-20, and is an outstanding victory for the Indians.
Yes, and you were disrespecting them all year, Portage, Wayne. I know I've mistakenly taken some heat for that, but you were the one that didn't pick them again tonight.
I know. They'll probably ask me not to pick them next week either.
I was thinking it just because of the dreaded homecoming factor, but
Yeah.
I didn't have the guts to take them. I should have. All right, how about Griffith and Andrean, Wayne?
Wow, was I surprised. I thought that Andrean was on a roll. They were really putting numbers up on people. And tonight they went into Griffith, And I give, Coach Geffert and his team a lot of credit because I knew that they were quick. And tonight, Gary Graven, our correspondent, was saying the difference of the game was that Griffith was so quick that Andrain had trouble with them.
And they're getting better every week.
Boy, they
and
really
their
are.
Quarterback, Fred Winston's been improving as the season goes on,
wow.
getting more comfortable. Let's check out some of the highlights. Andrain and Griffith. Oh, I like the black top.
I do too.
And the gold pants, definitely. They do have a lot of team speed.
And
to
Winston
share it
is
around.
Winston's matured so very much as a quarterback.
Well, and they've got, I think the junior class is their dominant class, and now in the end of their junior year, they've probably gotten to the point where confidence-wise and talent-wise, it's coming together for them. They might be a dangerous team in the postseason.
Oh, I definitely think so.
4 turnovers tonight for Andrain, which was key. As turnovers, again, are such a huge factor. That's a great tackle there.
That's a great tackle.
And I think 3 interceptions for the Griffith defense.
Yeah, they're secondary. Look at this one in the end zone. Nice play there. And their defense was just outstanding, especially the secondary.
Wow, beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Joey Martosio had a huge night. I think he had a couple TD catches. That was him there, number 4.
Good pressure. Look at that. I think that was McCauley.
There's Martosio again. Beautiful throw on the run. Man.
Jeez, he got an arm.
Their passing game would open up the field for their offense, boy. And their defense here along the line of scrimmage. Teagley Ryan getting bottled up a little bit.
Boy, just hit immediately.
Patrick Reardon throwing the ball. There's a beautiful pick.
There's a beautiful
Great camera work there as well. Alex, come on, that was a good job. He didn't bring us a Ryder Cup hat, though, Lynn. I just want the folks to know that at home. There's another beautiful catch by Motosio.
It was like rainbow with the throws there.
Well, he's a big guy. He goes up and gets it.
Yep, that's right.
A little bit of a shocker, Griffith. That's the wrong score, but Griffith clinched a share of the conference title tonight with that win. Hobart can get another share if they can beat Highland next week.
That's right. That's right. That's a huge thing for Griffith. Last year in the conference, and here they may be getting a tie for the conference here.
Yeah. All right, one more, I think, on the highlight trail. Lowell and Munster. And I think the Lowell fan base might have been satisfied tonight.
Oh, I think so, yeah. They put
I don't
up
know.
some numbers tonight.
I'm just thinking maybe they could have been satisfied with the performance tonight.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
tough folks to please. Let's check out some of the highlights. Munster and Lowell down on Route 2. I think you want to be hitting your stride in Week 8 of the high school football season.
That's for sure.
And they have found their running game, and they're fast.
No, they're not fast.
I'm not sure they're that fast, but they're really fast. Well, and this was a dominant effort for the Red Devils tonight.
Yeah, Munster really just struggles. You just don't know what team is going to show up there, and maybe because they're young.
Yes,
But
and the turnovers have hurt them.
Yes.
But and Sparvnek has been running the ball really good.
He really had a good game tonight. And he had 2 TDs, 150 yards. And Jusevich had a good game. He came back and was playing defense and ran the ball a little bit too.
Right, obviously he would be huge for them to get back.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he doesn't play a lot on offense. And their defense had quite an effort tonight.
Yep, they did.
I mean, Munster has weapons. Throwing the ball, Juvenil's had a very solid year. So Lowell's defense had to be really good tonight. Plus, you get a guy like Jusevich back, and then your depth, you're not playing kids both ways.
Right.
Or, you just have better depth. Their offensive line Looks like a Lowell offensive line here in these highlights, opening some holes, being
Between
physical.
tackles.
Yeah.
And there's a nice pass.
I think I said earlier that when they stop playing 6A schools, they're going to start playing better.
Right.
And that's what's happening.
That's right.
Give them a break. They lost to Crown Point. They lost to Portage. 2 6A schools, 2 of the biggest schools in the state, and in close games. So, I mean, the panic button was sounding a little early for no reason. Because really, they're ready to go now as the postseason gets near.
Yeah, that's what you want to be. You want to be playing the best right now during the season.
Lowell and Andrean, that's going to be a big one next week. KV at Munster. There's your score tonight. And that was 41-3 there late.
Right.
So Munster got a late touchdown, and Lowell with a very, very impressive win, maybe the most impressive win of the season.
Oh, definitely, by far.
All right, let's go to the scoreboard before we head to the timeout, and we'll have the LaPorte County Thriller coming up next. But how about some scores first on PFR Scoreboard? Crown Point tosses a shutout against Chesterton, 28-0. Highland came back from being down 14-7 to beat the check mark tonight, 19-14. The Brickies,
Hobart had a huge night tonight. Really playing well right now.
Against Morton, they
That's
got
right.
a nice win. Elsewhere, Gavitt big over Hammond High. Westside did win that football game, Wayne.
Oh, wow.
So the Cougars with a C come through tonight. East Chicago really impressive. That East Chicago Griffith game next week's going to be a beauty.
It is. You talk about speed, you talk about
Yeah.
quickness. Woo.
EC was awesome tonight. DeAndre Geyser had a 26-yard TD run for the Cardinals.
River Forest over Calumet. Calumet opened up their new stadium tonight, and this was a close one until the second half.
Jordan Powers, 12-yard TD catch for River, and Paris Hernandez had a 24-yard TD catch for Calumet.
Whiting big over Bishop Knoll.
The
And
stage is set for the
North Newton.
for the conference championship game next week between North Newton and Hanover Central.
Yep.
Both teams undefeated in the conference.
Wheeler coming back with a strong win over Boone Grove in the second half there. And Hanover Central, the giant, awoke in the second half. Being
I want
down
our
first.
buddy Kevin Driscoll down there in Cedar Lake to get me Dustin Lindley's all-around stats tonight. I know he had 4 TDs.
Right.
But he might have had a pick. He might have had a lot of.
You mean
I mean, the
defensively
guy
also?
did everything tonight.
He had
Dustin Lindley.
167 yards rushing.
But defensively, the guy was everywhere.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
It
All-around
is.
performance
It is.
tonight by Dustin Lindley, because they were down at halftime, 20-6?
Right, 20-6, and
Yeah.
they were putting the toe tag on and burying
What a
Hanover
performance
Central.
by
and-
Dustin Lindley. All right, we're going to go to a timeout. We'll have some highlights coming up of the big one at Michigan City, LaPorte, and City coming up next on PFR Scoreboard.
For more information on everything Prep football, visit us on Facebook or on Twitter at PFR Sports.
All right, nobody has stopped LaPorte's offense all year.
all year long. And what were they averaging, about 30, 35 a
I don't know.
game? The
It's a
last,
lot.
yes. I mean, it's amazing what they can do with the football. And it's running. You know, you think of big scores in a spread offense where you're throwing the ball over the field. Not Laporte. Laporte just comes right at you with that three-headed monster in the backfield there.
It was loose tonight. All right, let's go to the highlights. Slicers in Michigan City. Laporte trying to take a large step toward winning the conference championship tonight. You know, they're not used to having huge football games in Michigan City, Wayne. Here's a nice fake punt from Owen Streeter running up the side. They gave our all-star camera guy, Ben Kolozinski, a little problem getting in the gate tonight.
Oh, yeah?
They didn't know that they had a star in their presence with the camera. There's a Chris Jusiewicz 42-yard TD run, Wayne. Last count he was at the 280-yard mark,
Jeez.
Wayne, in this ball game. But City would come back with the return of Marcus Hurt tonight.
Yeah,
There he
Hurt
is.
had a nice game.
Boy, you could tell a huge crowd tonight at Michigan City.
They were sold out. They were sold out.
45-yard touchdown run here by Michael McCullough.
City's going to do damage in that with
5A?
5A. That's right.
Yes, they've got a shot. Nolan Lorenz on the keeper, run out of bounds. Here's
There it
Jusiewicz
is,
again,
right
Wayne.
there.
8-yard touchdown run.
The Jews, too.
I mean, amazing the numbers they put up before he came back from the injury.
Yes.
I like the pooch kick. But Devin Hammonds, I think, recovers there. They had all the gadgets going tonight. Laporte got a sizable lead, but Michigan City just kept coming back.
As they have all year long, when they've been down in that second half, they have put numbers up on the board. This is Lorenz again. Nice pass.
Brennan Long, the catch, he's kind of been the forgotten man since Jusiewicz came back. McCullough. Oh, here's a nice run.
That's the Juice again.
I think that's Lorenz getting in around the corner. And Laporte holds on. They had a great drive to kill the clock in the closing minutes. Took it all the way down the field, deep into Michigan City territory, and were able to kill the clock. The juice was loose tonight, Wayne, and Michigan City couldn't get a handle on him.
And you know, you got to give a lot of credit for that offensive line. They are opening up holes like crazy. And I'm telling you, that team is really prepared. You know, I don't want to jump ahead to the sectionals, but I kind of feel sorry for Penn. You know, they got a tough way to go.
I don't. Okay, rapid fire scores as we're running out of time here on PFR Scoreboard. Great highlights tonight of a great game out there in Michigan City. LC over Maryville. Portage comes from behind to beat Valpo. And a shutout for the Bulldogs.
Wow, excellent job by Crown Point. They got their offense going.
Highland came from behind to beat KV. A dominating Lowell performance, and Hobart continues to roll.
Continues to roll. That's great.
Elsewhere, Griffith. Jeff Sager knows what he's doing with those numbers, folks.
I guess so.
We told you last night. It was reverse almost what you picked, 14-point spread.
Yes.
With Griffith getting a big win. Gavitt, big, and West Side outlasts Clark. Elsewhere, EC
Boy,
and Griffith
that's
on
gonna be a great
collision course next week. I know you're itching to go to that game.
Where's that? Where is that?
I think it's at EC.
All right.
River against Calumet, and Whiting over Bishop Knoll. North Newton and Hanover next week for a conference championship.
Wheeler gets back on the winning track, and the Wildcats.
Dustin Lindley, that's all I'm saying. Dustin Lindley.
Dustin Lindley.
Dustin Lindley night, all-around player of the night. Every tweet I saw was a Dustin Lindley play, whether it be defense or offense.
Those two could be the game of the night, right?
I believe so.
Hanover
I think so.
Central and
Definitely. LaVille big. Knox in triple overtime, Wayne.
Yes, and they won it. Yeah, no way.
And Laporte holds on, 42-35 in a great game. It was voted online as the #1 high school game in the state.
That's right.
It lived up to it tonight. All
And
right.
the Cubs won.
And the Cubs just
Cubs
won. So folks are relaxed a little bit now. All right, all that coming up. We'll see you Thursday night, 7:30 for another edition of PFR as we head to the final week of the regular season next Thursday night. Good night.
Is your throat still sore?
Yes.
We're almost there.
When you need a doctor, urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital. We have a network of physicians on site, located at 9301 Connecticut Drive in Crown Point. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital.
Who is the dark afraid of? His name is Tim. When you report a power outage, Tim and linemen like him respond to the call. Text OUT to 444-111 to report an outage. With your cell phone, when the power's out, power is still in your hands. A Flex Equity line from Tech Credit Union gives you convenient access to cash whenever you need it. This home equity loan features a low introductory rate and no closing costs. Tech Credit Union is an equal housing lender and is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Learn more at techcu.org or call Tech Credit Union at 800-276-TECH.
Programming on Lakeshore Public Television is provided by Strack and Van Til Food Market. Custom decorated cakes, breads, and baked goods right from the oven. Domestic meats and artisan cheeses in every store. 7 days a week, fresh is more than just a word. Strack and Van Til, built around you.
Captioning for PFR and PFR Scoreboard is provided by Voice to Print Captioning, LLC. Wardrobe for PFR and PFR Scoreboard provided by Gosser Corporate Sales Incorporated. Custom embroidery, screen, and digital printing. Further support provided by Fahrenheit 212 Restaurant and Bar.